5. Here's 5, 4, 5,
Oh,
4.
5.
5.
For sure.
Okay. So you said the first time this happened when you had that motorcycle accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you just lost control, or?
No, I was splitting lanes, and my handlebar caught one of the mirror on the side, and
Okay.
threw me under a box truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that so casually. Okay, so after that was when you said you didn't really feel much pain right after, right?
I felt tingling on my left side.
On the left side.
Yeah, I thought I just got my bell rung though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until later on that you started feeling more and more pain.
Yeah.
Do you remember, was it the hip that started the most?
It was actually my freaking knee.
The knee.
The knee that started hurting first.
Okay.
And then it went from the knee to the thigh. And now it's like primarily in my calf and in my foot, but also the hip.
That's where you feel it.
And then I feel it, whatever runs behind the leg,
Yeah.
is super tender. When I sit on a chair, it hurts. It like literally hurts the back of my leg.
And then you said it's been 6 years?
Yeah, about
Okay.
5 to 6 years.
Okay, so let's take a look at you, man, and see what we're going to work on today. And
Okay.
so I know you said it's on that lower back. You said you're kind of feeling it throughout the other part. You're feeling it up here as well?
I feel it basically my neck, top of my shoulder, shoulder blade, middle of that spot that you showed me on the
Yeah.
x-ray, here,
Okay.
here,
All the way
here,
down.
here, and here.
All right, so the whole side, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get you going. Yeah, we got a couple of spots actually that we're going to be looking at. See which one we're going to work on the most. So you do got some stress up here. And then, yeah, that needle's just kind of flicking through onto that mid back.
When you hit it right there, like I got a burning sensation.
Yeah,
Sometimes certain spots like on my shoulder blade, if I touch it, I feel like someone's putting a cigarette out on my back.
Really?
Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate, man. I mean, I know you've been going through a lot just with going from place to place,
Yeah.
just trying to search for something, man.
It's just more the lack of sleep that's really getting to me, you know? Like I said, it's like I can only sleep for like maybe 15 minutes to an hour at a time.
Yeah.
And then it wakes me up.
Yeah.
I just never feel like I got any sleep.
Yeah. And you sleep on your back or on your side?
On my side, I cannot sleep on my back at all. Like,
Okay.
at all.
Okay. So I will tell you right now, just looking at your back, the scapula is winged out much more on that left side. This side it's flatter. This side it's kind of like that scapula is rotating and winging. A lot of times it's when those muscles get real weak and they're not stabilizing that shoulder.
Okay.
So not only can we get trouble with that mid back, eventually sometimes mid back pain and even neck pain, it can start to cause shoulder pain as well.
That's what I have. I have pain right here in the front.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was like lung issues because I used to smoke, but it's
Oh.
actually I can feel the muscles that are hurting.
Tightening.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure once we start working on that mid back, start getting some stability in there, that should start to alleviate some of that stress. Yeah. So those muscles are real tense up here. I'm gonna push on that left side right here.
Okay.
There's your C1. Right there. Any soreness right there?
Yeah, it's tender but nothing crazy.
Okay. And then here's your C6, 7. So let's confirm that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So this is your C6, 7, 6, 7. Any soreness on those ones?
Yeah, I think 7 a little bit more than 6, but they kind of feel the same.
Yeah. Is 7 more tender than that upper neck?
One more time.
7. And then here's that C1.
Upper neck is
I was
more
going to say
tender.
that seems to be the bigger problem for you. 5. Here's 5, 4, 5,
Oh,
4.
5
5.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it still hurts. It feels like your finger's still on there.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that to move and get that. That's this guy right here where it kinks like over there. So if we
Okay.
can get that to stabilize, man, it's going to give you a lot more relief. Now this is going to be the biggest thing I'm looking at is this upper joint here, the middle, and then the lower. I'm gonna rock you over here. Here's the
Right
upper
there.
joint.
It hurts there.
When we start to see on your spine, when that pelvis starts to rotate and shift, that's going to create changes within your glute muscles. Now when the pelvis rotates to that left side, this glute on that left side will actually get a little more bulkier. When it rotates inward, it's going to become flatter. Yeah, so it's definitely showing that your sign that pelvis is rotating and shifting forward here.
And that's why it feels so weird when I try to walk.
Yeah, do you get groin pain as well?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Rotate to the right. Down to the left. Yeah, it moves much better to that left. It's the right side that it actually gets stuck.
It's so weird. I feel burning when I turn to the left, though.
Really?
Right here.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna work on here for you.
Okay.
There you are, man. Just relaxing that shoulder. A little bit of a push right there. Okay. There you are. There it is. Good.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that moved really well.
I could feel tingling.
Yeah.
It's like tingling to my bottom of my neck.
Yeah, sometimes once we get that passageway to start to open up, that nervous system starting to function better, even the blood flow can start to flow better too. Now this guy, what we're going to do, we're going to pull this guy down because it's shifting forward and rotating in. I'm going to bring that out, okay? There you go, just like that. There it is. Good.
That like feels so good.
Good.
Oh.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Okay.
Come on up.
All right.
Oh, facing the table.
You know what? That made my hip pain go away.
Yeah?
I just noticed that when I got up, it's gone. You know that radiating pain? It starts from here, it goes down to my butt. It's gone.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, we got some more work to do, but we got a good start today. Breathing in, all the way out. Let it go. Off the shoulders. And there it is. All right.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
And then
this is the best I've felt. I'm not even joking in years.
Yeah?
It just that little bit that you did.
Yeah. Well, we got a long way ahead of us, man, but I think this is definitely a good start to today. Oh yeah, that's looking much better.
My hip does not, like the whole time I was here in your office, I was in pain.
Yeah.
It does not hurt to sit.
That's good, man. That's awesome.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, well shoot, man, that's just the way the body heals. If we can get things to be where they need to be positioned, you know, we're designed to heal, man. Yeah, that's looking better too here, man.
That feels better. That feels amazing.
Good, man. Well, that's good for today.
Yeah.
Let me just take a look at the movement of
This
that.
was our first visit.
Yeah.
Like, what's it going to be like after 5 months?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and this is why, you know, it's technically our second visit. The first visit is really where the work comes
Consultation.
into play. The finding out what the actual problem is. Because basically, again, so that pelvis, you know, after the accident or whatever the circumstance may have happened, when that pelvis, it shifts and then it rotates and it gets stuck that way. If it doesn't ever get corrected, I mean, it can be 5-6 years, and if it just never gets corrected over a period of time, it just wears out that joint and it's going to create more inflammation. That inflammation is what's going to aggravate those nerves, and it's going to even cause, this is the sciatic nerve, that's where you get that pain that goes down the legs.
And that's why I'm in so much pain after I do my 7 to 10 miles.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't start bad. It starts off good, but after that 7th mile, that's when I'm really like just... I'm looking at my watch, it's like, okay, one more mile.
Even think about it as like when your car has like an uneven wheel alignment, when you're riding on that thing and it's like, you know, whatever it is, like a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 100 miles, whatever.
Throws the alignment off on the car.
The tires will start to wear out unevenly.
Right.
And that's what happens over the years. If we don't ever get these things addressed, then you start getting more problems, just like we're seeing where not just the lower back becomes an issue, but it trickles up to the rest of the spine. So your body compensates to try to alleviate it in the beginning, but over a period of time, the compensations now become problems themselves.
Gotcha.
And so
that's why it's been getting progressively worse. And
yeah, and you know, and some people, they've been dealing with problems for a year, some people 5 or 6 years, but man, I get some patients, these issues have been going on for 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, and that's the road I was going down, you know, that's how I felt if I started taking the gabapentin and Lyrica.
Yeah.
It's like you're just covering up the symptoms, not really fixing the problem.
Yeah. And you know, and there's some places, there's a time and a place for medication or even surgery, but if we can start to get to the root cause of the problem and actually get to the source and fix it, you know, again, there's some time where people, they just in such bad pain that they need to do what they have to do, and that's a time and a place for the medical profession. But if we can get that to get corrected, you know, that's where we're going to get the relief that we're looking for.
Okay.
So now your homework is, I need you to ice, okay? Because we started shifting some joints, your body's not been used to that for a while, so it's going to shift and move and change. And over the time, we need you to start to ice 20 minutes every couple of hours, okay?
Okay.
If you need to, if you're like, man, it's feeling great, I just need you to focus on walking.
Because if I waited till I didn't hurt, I would never move.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like I would never do anything. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I've been doing.
And we need you to get that movement, right?
Okay.
You use it, you lose it.
That's what I've been. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
been better that you've been doing that.
Okay.
All right, man. Any questions for me?
No, that's it. That's thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Dude,
appreciate it.
I'm glad that you're
thank
here.
you so
I'm
much.
excited, man.
Thank you for spending so much time and explaining everything.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.